Hey guys, Jim Hoffman here from EMSSDO.com, and today I want to take a few minutes and tell you why you don't need practice exams to pass the National Registry, or any exam for that matter. Listen, I know that a lot of people like using practice exams. It helps them get into the mode, knowing the formatting, things like that. And I can somehow agree with that in a lot of ways. And I actually show people how to use them to the best of their ability in my EMS exam success course. But you don't necessarily have to take practice exams. In fact, I rarely ever use practice exams when I am preparing for an exam. I always find that building my knowledge, securing the content in my brain so that when I see the questions and the answers, it clicks more for me on a clinical level, on a knowledge level, and it helps me pass the test much easier that way. For you, it might be a little different. Listen, back when I took the National Registry, me and my partner, Ehab, and Ehab, if you're out there, I hope you don't mind me using your name, but I used my EMS Quick Study Guide to prepare for the National Registry. This was sort of my little Bible and let me know when I was not comfortable in certain areas of EMS, okay? So when I would look at this, I would see some content and I would read it and I say, oh, you know what? I don't really know enough about that particular subject in EMS. I would go watch some videos, open my textbook, things like that to solidify the content more in my mind. And me and my partner, Ehab, we kind of challenge each other. So, you know what? Neither one of us are gonna take practice tests. We're just gonna review our textbooks. We're gonna use a study guide like this. And actually back in the day, this was a bigger sort of 8x10 spiral bound thing. This is an updated version of it. But we challenged ourselves. We were only going to use a quick review guide or sort of the summaries in our textbooks to prepare for the test. The day of the test, we met up. We had to drive, I think it was like 4.5 hours to go take the test. It was actually the skills and the written on the same day. We had to drive way upstate in New York to go ahead and take the test. And I remember that we ended up getting into a little fender bender, merging onto a highway upstate. We kind of tapped somebody that was in front of us who stopped short. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to be late for the test. Talk about stress, right? You're already stressed having to go take the test, and not just the written, but the practical, and you get into a little minor accident and you say, oh my God, now I'm going to be late, or maybe not even make the test after preparing all that time getting ready for it. Luckily, we got there on time. We took the test. Skills were, at that time, for me and for my partner, we were pretty good with that. There was very little preparation we did with that. The only thing that I did with that, because I was a New York City paramedic at the time, that we didn't do combi tubes. We didn't do that type of an airway, so I had to familiarize myself with that skill. But everything else was pretty much easy to take and not a big deal. But the written test, when I sat down for the written exam, I will tell you that the fact that I didn't rely so much on practice exams really helped me, because I wasn't looking for the questions and answers that I would have tried to memorize taking practice tests. And this is something that, guys, that has motivated me over the years to help people pass exams and not just focus on taking practice tests. Yes, that is a good tool, but using a review guide, whether it's this one of your own, one you get someplace else, whatever the case may be, can help you, I think, a lot more. Really focus in on where you're struggling and where you might be missing parts of EMS knowledge that you might think you know, but maybe you're a little rusty on, or you haven't really delved into enough during your studies. So just my quick tip there, guys. My dog's barking in the background now to annoy me, but I want to go ahead and just let you know that don't get so stressed out on practice exams. Focus on the content, focus on your knowledge, and I think you're going to do a lot better on the actual exam. And again, whether it's a National Registry or any exam in your class, or a state exam or final exam, I think it's going to help you a lot more. By the way, if you are interested in being prepared for an exam, want to go ahead and get this guide. I actually this is included, the digital guide, digital version of this is included in the EMS exam success course, which goes over not just practice exams, but getting into the mindset of questions and answers, how to prepare for exams, and also how to use this step by step to go ahead and really find out where you're lacking in your knowledge base. So go check that out if you want. I think I put a link below here. You can go and check that out and get for more information on that. Otherwise, guys, take it to heart. Build your knowledge, and you will go ahead and walk into any exam much more confident and much less anxious about the exam you're taking. As always, I'm Jim Hoffman from EMSSEO.com. Stay safe.